Hi everybody, we're ready for the weekly announcements for the week of March 29th. On Wednesday, it's the end of PARP, and one winner from each grade level is going to be able to be principal for the day, the next day on Thursday, April 1st. So we're so excited to see who those winners are going to be. The Friday vacation starts off our April break, so we have a lot of birthdays this week. Happy birthday to Nicoletta, Owen, Lauren, Aiden, Madeline, Ashton, Luke, Sam, Amelia, Bennington, Ian, Allison, Fiona, Patrick, Teddy, and Stelina. So fourth grade is quite a year. It's exciting because in fourth grade they get to learn all about New York State. And one of the great things about New York State is right here, the gem Charlton, New York. So I thought, let's take a tour of Charlton. And what better way than on a horse? So I brought my good old trusty horse, Polly. Polly's ready. Let's go take a tour of Charlton, New York. Giddy up. Charlton, New York was founded in 1792. The first settlers were from France, the Netherlands, and Ireland. However, land was deeded from the Native Americans in 1708. You might not know it, but the Charlton Historic District is the first rural hamlet to ever be named an historic district in New York State. The Charlton Historical Society is now in this home, and it was built in 1859. The Historical Society also keeps some of its information in this, which was once a one-room schoolhouse. And Charlton had 10 one-room schoolhouses back in the 1800s and the 1900s. This is one of them. And as you can see, education was so important to the town of Charlton. The Charlton Tavern was once an old-time saloon, and the building was built in 1787. This is Gideon Holly Park. Gideon Holly was the founder of New York State's public education. He was one of the first graduates of Union College, and early residents of Charlton helped found Union College. Right next to Gideon Holly Park is Town Hall. This was built in 2006. The residents of Charlton really wanted to preserve the community character. And did they ever succeed? 3 of the 7 original churches still remain to this day. One is the Charlton Freehold Presbyterian Church, which was built in 1786. Now back then, the village was called Freehold, and it was named after Freehold, New Jersey, where many of the residents who were of Scottish ancestry came from. Now we're coming up on the old firehouse. Later in the trip, we'll see the new firehouse. Here we are at Elmer Smith Park. This is where we have the Founders Day festivities the first weekend of every June. There's fireworks, there's music, it's so much fun. You get to see so many people from the community. Hey, look, there's one of my former students now. The kids love coming here. There's a playground, tennis courts, basketball, so much to do. Agriculture is the main industry in Charlton. As you can see, up in the northern part of Charlton, there are so many beautiful farms. One of my favorite places to stop is Smith's Orchard and Bakery. They have delicious pies. I like to come once a week. You should too. There's 11 cemeteries in the town of Charlton. This one is called Sweetman Cemetery, and it was named after Thomas Sweetman. Thomas Sweetman was from Freehold in the colony of New Jersey, and he arrived in Charlton in 1774. He came with a lot of other settlers who were very hardworking and industrious, just like we are today. One of my favorite places to go is Elms Farm. Elms Farm is wonderful in the fall. They've got a corn maze, pumpkin patch, and so many activities for the family and for kids. Here's the new fire department, just like I promised you. This is one of 3 fire districts in Charlton. The population increased in the mid-20th century. Lots of people moved into Charlton, especially in the southeastern part of town, in residential parts, just like this neighborhood here. And now we arrive at Charlton Heights Elementary School, my favorite part of this tour. This was once land owned by the Barnett family and was called the Barnett Family Farm. All of the one-room schoolhouses from Districts 7, 8, and 9 ended up coming right here to Charlton Heights, and I'm so glad they did. I've so loved this tour. I know Polly has too. She's been quite a horse. So thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.